Okay, yard fanatics. Look, it's gonna be a little noisy, but this video is the day in the life of that C26-2 auto feeder weed head from Stihl. I want to put it through it, and I'll give you some close-ups and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking because you see I got Jarvis back there doing the hedges, but we're gonna focus. If you can see it, let me switch camera. So like I said, it's the C26-2 Stihl trimmer head, and basically what it is, you still gotta bump this thing to get it to come out, but I haven't ran out of string. This is the original string that came with it, that orange string, and this string actually a little different from the one I normally buy. I don't know if you see it got little grooves in it. Alright, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put it through it, and we'll just, at the end of this day, I got about 4 or 5 yards, and we'll talk about this. Just on yard one, and this is the first yard. I love it. I love it. But this thing has a design flaw in it, and I'm gonna show you this at the end of the day. The flaw in this that's gonna be real annoying. All right, but as of now, I'm giving this thing probably a 9 out of 10, and that may go up and down per yard. But I love it so far. All right, so let's go to the next yard. This yard. Okay, yard fanatics. Look, I'm at my second yard. See, I got Jarvis doing a little one-handed. One-handed stick edging. Check them out. That's how we do it at Bermuda Grad Central. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and weed eat this one right here, and we'll see where we go from here. And like I said, let me get up on this. Like I said, this thing has a design flaw. I would love for you to comment below if you know what this design flaw is on this before I actually expose it at the end of this video. So comment down below, tell me what you think the design flaw is, and before I expose it, and we'll see if you're right. Now, like I said, I love this thing so far now. It's, what I said, 9 out of 10, something like that. It may go up and down before the end of this video, but this thing is awesome so far. So let me go ahead and start weeding. Fanatics, look. Yard number 2. Hey, it's still holding up good. I want you to see how this thing look on the inside though. Now I haven't had the chance to do the thread thing, stick that thread all the way through, but just want you to kind of see what it looks like. See that? All right, so, and I'm still, I know that this part right here, I'm bumping this, so eventually that's gonna wear out. I gotta figure out how to get all that off. But the eyelets on these things are different from the regular Stihl eyelets. They kind of flange out on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of flange out on the inside. And like I said, I get more in detail with that. Stand up, camera. All right, but I just want you to kind of see what that looks like. And like I said, I'm still having a good time. Remember, stay to the end to see the design flaw. Pretty sure Stihl knew about it, but you know, it's all about the money, I guess. Okay, yard fanatics, look, I'm at yard number 3. I'm not gonna do the entire yard. I'm just gonna do a couple of things, like some of the grass is growing out the concrete, and it's a monkey grass bed that I want to kind of smooth over and see how it feels, if it feels better or worse or whatever the case may be. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll just record it and show it to you. All right, guys, I'm finna take this and come over here, Jarvis, and show them this spot right here. I just want to see how I weed this spot right here, because this head is a whole lot bigger, and I want to see if I can weed eat that without really eating up this part or that part right there. All right, so let's go ahead and try that real quick. Got one more spot coming down here, Jarvis. I'm gonna get this spot and that spot. Spot right here. Stopped it because I felt like the screen went back up in there, but with this auto feeder, supposedly, even if you get it all the way down, that screen shouldn't go back up in there. But I always keep an eye on it. Alright, so let's go ahead, and what I want to do is see how I can smooth out that monkey grass bed that's right here, and we'll see how that works. Okay guys, the auto feeder worked great on that monkey bed spot right there, and you can point over there. You see how I weed eated that grass out of there? All right, and you come back here, and when I was weed eating, I did feel a little bit, but you don't really see any scratches on this thing. All right, I'm falling in love with it, man. I'm falling in love with this thing. I am, man. But it's a defect in this. Stay to the end of the video and I'll show you what the defect is. Well, it could be major. I don't know. I think Stihl knows about it, but I think Stihl was pretty much like, well, we've maxed out our technology or whatever. It's time to go ahead and produce it so we can get that money. But the C26-2 auto feeder is still working good. We got a couple more yards to go, guys, so let's go ahead and get those. Look. All right, this one right here, I'm gonna turn it sideways and I'm gonna level it out. All right, this yard number 4, like I said, I'm not recording everything, just certain things that I wanna see how well this C26-2 auto feed head by Stihl works. And if you wanna know how it's supposed to look when I get through weeding it, you hear that blower, that's Jarvis back there. And basically I turn it sideways. First I smooth it out, go around, then I turn it sideways, edge it out, then come back, smooth it out again. Then Jarvis will come back and lightly blow that pine straw back up to that pine straw bed. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, we're gonna take this and we're gonna turn it sideways. Let me show them just before I start up. Well, actually we're gonna go around it once, like that. And what that does is kind of smooth this part out right here and kind of push that pine straw back a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll turn the weed eater this way and trench it out all the way around. And then we'll come back again and just tighten it, tidy it up a little bit more. And then Jarvis will come back with the weed eater, with the blower, and blow it. All right, so now I'm finna start this up on the grass. So let's see how they put it on that head and see if the head turns. All right, it turned just a little bit. A lot of guys have it on the grass and they'll crank it up and they'll have their finger on the trigger because the thing is not cranking up like it's supposed to, and they end up weed eating that grass out of there. So it's best to start it up. If you can hold it in the air, that's fine, but it's best to have the head kind of sitting on the concrete so you won't put too much pressure on the street. Go ahead and see how this weed eater head works. Go back this way. Stay right there. I want you to record it going that way. Alright, once I get it like that, then I come back around. That's how you give it that pro look. But yeah, this thing is nice, man. This thing is nice. And I think we got one more yard we're gonna test it out on. We'll go from there. But other than that, auto feeder, we're still at a 9. It hadn't slipped, hadn't went up. All right, so on to the next one. Okay, yard fanatics, look. I took this thing through it. Now, I didn't do any super dense yards or real heavy brush, but I'm gonna just be real with you. This thing is freaking awesome. Now, I went to the Stihl website and I looked at the reviews on this thing, and it got a lot of negative reviews. And most of them was due to how you thread this thing. You know, it's supposed to be simple as just running the thread back through it. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you can see it, but it has arrows on here. They're going one right there, one right there. And you're supposed to, this thing should be lined up with it. and you simply supposed to just run the string through it and pull it out the other end. And once you got it all the way out, the 10 feet or 11 feet on each side, then you're supposed to hold this part right here and crank it. Now, I'll do that in another video. Like I said, this is a 3-part series. I'll do that in another video as far as stringing it, because I still got some information I need to ask my dealer about that before I actually shoot that video. But as far as this, you saw it, guys. This thing is awesome. Now, let me tell you some of the pros and cons. The pros is, I like it. It looks good. You look more professional with it. As far as using it, I did not feel a weight difference. It wasn't heavier. Actually, it felt better than the original because I felt like I had a little bit more to work with. Now, if you've been weed eating for a while, when I weed eat, this part that touches the grass, I can actually feel this part touching the grass through the shaft. It's almost like a race car driver, guys, who've been driving a car. When they're turning it, they can tell if the tires need balancing, if the alignment is off, all that stuff. So anybody that uses a weed eater for a while, you get these feelings when you use one of these machines. Now, and it glid perfectly across the grass. I actually felt like I was getting a more even cut because of the wideness of this thing right here as compared to, let me show you the other guys, as compared to this. Now, if you look at this one all of a sudden just looks outdated, man. It looks old, doesn't it, compared to this? Now, like I said, some guys are knocking this, not BYD. You know, I love it. Now, right now, it still gets a 9 out of 10. But you know what? This thing got a defect in it. Now, I remember I said, stay to the end of the video. I'm going to show you the defect, all right? So let me show you what I found. It's not nothing humongous, but it's still an issue, all right? So check it out. Okay, y'all, fanatics. Now, one of the issues is this, and I'll show you this. All right, this is the whole hedge trimmer right here. Now, guys who normally hedge trimmer use these, I keep saying hedge trimmer, weed eater. Normally when you get through, nobody's gonna, I'll take that back. There will be some people who actually bend all the way to the ground and lay it flat, all right? The guys I know that's in the industry, we do this number right here. Hopefully I can get back and you see it. We just drop it. Now you saw what just happened. You saw what just happened. When this thing comes down and hit the ground, let me flip it over. When it hits the ground. Okay, when this thing comes down and hit the ground, when this part right here hits the ground, it pushes this down, and at the same time it makes this pop off. Like I said, I noticed it more when I did it on the concrete versus the grass. So I'll drop it again. This is on the concrete. Didn't happen that time. All right, let's do it again. You see? That's the design flaw, guys. Now, if you can get past that, then yeah, guys, you're gonna love it. But if that's gonna be an issue, I'm not gonna say don't purchase it, because I'm gonna link this item in my in the description for those who are interested in it. Like I said, it still gets a 9 out of 10, but that's one of the issues I noticed with this. Now, I don't know if it's because it's so big. It's not heavier. I mean, it's a design flaw. That should not, this happened the first time I used it. You know, this is not after use. This is after the first time I used it, which leads me to wonder how strong are these clips gonna hold? Will they stand the test of time? All right, now I checked with this Stihl dealer, and I was told, I didn't actually go up there, that this part right here and the bumper, actually you can order those. I didn't ask him about the eyelets. I should have asked him about those too. But that's something, guys, just something you need to know about. It's not me banging the equipment or trying to, you know, dog Stihl out, because if anybody know BYD, that's all I use is Stihl. All my Stihl weed eater, Stihl hedge edger, hedge trimmer, Stihl chainsaw, Stihl backpack blowers, Stihl everything except for the lawnmowers, because I use Exmark as far as my top name brand. All right, but that's something that you need to know about right there. All right, so guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you click that subscription button, click that notification bell. Every time BYD uploads a video, you will be notified by YouTube. Once again, you are tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. This is Michael Bowman, and I'll talk to you soon.